Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, let's talk about functions. We'll see how the built-in functions works, and we'll see what all the user-defined functions. We'll see the depth concepts in the particular functions things over here. As so far we have completed these many parts. Installations we have done, we have data types, all those things we have seen in my channel. So you can access the particular link in the description below. So in this video, we'll see how the functions works and how we can pass the particular parameters to the functions, and we'll see how the user defined functions can be created, and we'll see what all the built-in functions, and we'll try to create the programs. I'll be creating one program to explain you in the better way. So once we complete the concept of functions, we'll see how the recursions works and how to call the functions and how to pass the particular parameters. All those things we'll be seeing in this particular video. So let's move on to the coding part right now. Okay guys, coming back, if I just open you the notes from here. So here you see the functions. So what is a functions? Functions is a group of statements performing a specific task. Like it is a particular function is a group of statements. Some statements will be there, it will be performing one particular task. When a programmer gets a bigger size and its complexity grows, it gets difficult for programmer to keep track on which piece of code is doing what. Suppose if I say you to write some large programs, you cannot write like this. If I just show you the coding code terminal, you cannot use like this, where if I just use, you cannot write everything like this. So it can see it is full complete, it is messy. Like each and line by line I cannot write the particular program. So what we are doing here is we came with the concepts of the functions. So what functions does, it is some piece of instruction it will perform inside one particular block. So if I want to, so it will be there. Suppose we are getting a groceries. So the particular grocery is, suppose dal is there, rice is there, ragi is there. So we'll get, so everything we will be putting on each and every box. So like one box, 3 boxes, all the 3 groceries we are putting into 3 different boxes. So same way, even in the logic, suppose I am writing one complete database management system program, I am writing it. So here there will be a sign up page, there will be a login page, there will be a blog page, all those things. So for the blog, completely one function I am making it. For the sign up I am making one function. For the login I am making one function. So I am not messing the particular code. So whenever it is required, I will be calling that particular functions and I will be saying to execute that particular functions. So it is all the overall of the functions over here. So we are maintaining the particular code into one particular functions. So with the function name, and whenever we require, we'll call the functions and we are try to print that particular statements, whatever the logic is been written. So next, so this is the syntax of the program. So the function, so def is being used to create a particular functions. When I want to call the functions, I will be just calling the particular function name over here. So everything will be seeing with the coding here. So I'll just make it as a functions.py file. So I'm just creating a functions.py file. So here let's see how to create a function. So here I want to use a keyword, that is a def keyword. So def is a keyword to create a function. So def and a function name I need to give. So the function name I'll just call it as a greet. Okay, let's create a greet function. So this is my greet function. What this particular function does means put the colon and enter the particular thing. So this is a function name. So in the JavaScript directly we will be using a function itself. So here it is a def. For the def we call it as a functions. So here I'll just tell print. I'll just tell good evening. I'll just tell good evening bro. Okay, something I'll just tell good evening bro. So I'll just say like this. Now if I run the program, what happens? What happens if I run the program? Nothing. You can see I am not getting anything over here. I'll run again. You can see I'm getting an empty. The program has been run, but I'm getting an empty output. That means until and unless I'm not going to call a function, it is not going to execute. So here I'll just call the functions greet now. I'll just tell greet. I'll just call the function greet now. So that means to call the functions, I need to use like this. Okay, braces. When I run the program, you can see I am getting good evening bro. So the program runs here. It at the 4th line, it is writing, it is a function call is been written. So that means when I'm calling the functions, it is just open, it is just searching for the function name in the program, and it is been getting printed over here. So this is about the default things over here. Like this, I can just print a particular thing. The functions calls can be done. So we have a 2 types of functions. That is a built-in functions, and we have the particular we have the built-in functions we have. Then we have the user-defined functions. So this is a user-defined functions. So what is the built-in functions? If I just tell a is equal to a, if I just tell a dot upper, so this is a what? This is the upper is coming from here. I have not defined a functions, but inside the program when we have installed, there are few inbuilt functions is also been installed, which has been written over there. So when I do a.upper, automatically it will convert everything inside my capital letters and it is going to print it. If I just show you here, so if I run the program, you can see everything is been a.upper, right? So print a.upper. So what is it? Okay, so why this thing not work? Okay, I need to just call like this. So it is not, I'm not storing it, I need to store it like this. If I run the program, you see everything has been converting into the capital letters and the output has been getting printed. So this is the 2 lines, the 5th and as well as 6th line is what it is, the built-in functions. So what is the 1 to 4th line? The greet function is user defined. That means I have defined the functions, my own functions. Okay, I hope you have understood the difference between the built-in functions as well as a user defined functions. So now coming back to the arguments, with the arguments also we can pass it. I'll comment here. So I'll say here again. So here I'll just say def, I'll just tell I want to greet a particular name. Along with the name I need to greet it. I'll just tell I want to pass the particular name over to these functions. I'll just tell print, I'll just say good evening. Here put the comma, I'll just pass the particular name over here. Okay, that means I want to pass the particular parameter. So I can just pass now. I'll just tell greet. So here it is expecting one argument here. The argument can be anything, number, either can be string or anything. So here I'll just tell my name here. Okay, so when I'm passing Anis, the Anis will get passed over here and it will be like good evening Anis. Like that the output comes. If I run the program, you can see good evening Anis. So I'm getting the output in this particular fashion. So like this I can put the particular line of code. So here now once again, so I want to just tell one more. I want to just tell Harshit. Here I'll just tell Aditya. Okay, so I want to call function 3 times now. So without reading print, I can just call the functions and I can pass the parameters. For all the 3 it will run. You can see good evening Anis, good evening Harshit, good evening Aditya. So like this the particular parameters I can pass. So along with this I can just pass good evening Anis, have a nice day. So I'll just tell one more thing. I'll just tell have a nice day. I'll just tell something like, or else I can just tell here, I'll just give the points here. So 5 here I'll just give. So here I'll just tell like this something, integer value I'll give 5. Here I'll just give it as a 6. Here I'll give it as a 7. Some other number I am passing it. So along with that I'll just tell lucky number here. So I'll just tell LUK by lucky number. Suppose we have the lucky number of 5, 6, 7. So I am just passing one more argument, lucky number here. So I'll just pass the one more. I can pass one more argument, that is a lucky number over here. I can pass like this. Okay, now see if I run the program, you can see good evening Anis 5, good evening Harshit 6, good evening Aditya 7. That means I can pass a number of argument, 1 or 2 or 3. So when coming back to the, when I have the huge arguments, at that time we are using aux and the cox method. So that particular thing I'll be telling in the coming videos. So now for now, just understand how the functions works, how we can call the particular functions, how I can pass the particular value to a functions over here. Okay, so like this the particular things works. So now one more thing, this is all about the functions. So each and some functions will return something. So particular functions will return something. So what it does, so we'll see about how the return functions works. So we have return. So now I'll say something. I'll just tell def. I'll just tell I want to return the output. I want to add 2 numbers. So I'll say add number. I'll just tell add number. So what it takes means it will take 2 arguments. Okay. So what is the argument? A comma B. 2 argument it will be taking it. Done. So now the result I want to return back to the program. So here I'll just tell A comma B. So here I'll just tell C is equal to A plus B. Sorry, I'll just tell A plus B. A plus B addition is done. I want to return the C here. I want to return the particular C value. I want to return the functions. So here I want to add the number. So I want to add 10 comma 20. So I'm adding 10 comma 20 over here. I'll run the program. Nothing happened. That means it is written. I am reuse the return C over here. Okay. If I just, for your understanding, I'll just tell print. I'll just tell sum is done. I'll just tell result is evaluated. Okay. I'll say result is evaluated, return C. When I run the program, you can see result has been evaluated, done. So, but I am returning some value. To return the value, I'll just tell, so I am adding the 2 number. I'll just make it as a sum is equal to. So this is sum is equal to add number. Whatever the return value will be there, it will be storing into one more variable, that is a sum. Then if I try to print the particular sum now, you can see the output will be printed here. So you can see 30 has been printed. So you can see how it worked means, when it called, it went here, it took the 10 to A and 20 it took to the B. So 10 plus 20 added to the C variable, then C value is been stored to 30 and print, it is been printed. Result is evaluated. You can see it is printed, the result is evaluated function. Then what happened is it is returning the 30 value now. So it is, this function is returning something. So suppose if I go to work to the company, they were what they are returning to me. They are returning me the salary, right? They are giving me salary. Something has been they are giving me. So the same thing, when you are calling your functions, it will return something. So the something is nothing but the result, whatever your result, whatever the things has been logic has been performed according to your logic, it will return you the things whatever you have mentioned in the return statement. So that value is coming here. So when it returned directly, the whatever the 30 is there, it is coming directly here. So 30 is coming here. So that 30 again I am storing into one variable so that I can print the particular value. So that value I am storing into a sum variable. Then I am printing the value of sum. So the 30 is been printed over here. I hope you have understood the particular flow of this one. Okay. So if you are feeling I am going very fast, you can just you can watch one more time, or you can just make the video to 0.75x speed, so it will be understandable. Okay, so I hope you have understood this, how the return statements works. Okay, so we have seen about like this. So then coming back to the next concept, so now one more thing I'll tell. So one more thing I'll just tell you here. So here, see, suppose I'm just telling def, I'll just tell greeting. Def greeting is equal to, I'll just tell name is equal to, so I'll just tell name is equal to NES. Okay, I'm just passing a default argument over here. So here I'll just tell print the particular, I'll just tell my name is, here I'll just tell my name is, here I'll just pass the particular name over here. Okay, I'm just passing the name. So when I'm doing here, see what happens. If I just want to call the greeting functions, I want to call the greeting function, simply I'm just calling the function. When I call the functions, defaultly the name is been taken as Anis itself. Suppose if I am passing one more name, if I just pass one, I'll just pass one Harshit. If I just pass the Harshit over here on the program, you can see name, my name is Harshit. So that means I can give a default parameter. When you are not passing anything at the time, defaultly please check it as this name. When I am passing some value to a function, so please check that particular value which is been updated in the, when calling the functions, that name is going to print inside your terminal. You can see my name is Harshit. Okay, before it I showing you, so you can see my name is Anis is been printed when I'm not calling anything. Okay, so like this the particular default things will be working it. So this is all about the functions. So I have said you about the brief about the functions. Okay, so now we'll talk about recursion. We'll talk about the recursion over here. I'll just tell recursion. So let's talk about the recursions. What is recursions? So if I show you in the notes, where it is there, here recursion. Recursion is a function which call itself. It directly use mathematical formula. That means it will call itself. So that the function will call function itself. That we call it as a recursion. So when I'm calculating, let's do with this particular program. When I want to calculate the recursion, when I want to do the factorial of n. So 3 factorial was 3 into 2 into 1. That means 3 times the program should call itself. 3 into 2, 2 into 1, like that. So when I is equal to 0, when 0 factorial is 1, 1 factor is also 1. So I need to check one condition. If the particular number is 0 or a 1, the output should return what? 1. If the number is 5 or 6, you need to call the function again and again until it becomes 0 or a 1. Then whatever the output logic is been evaluated, we need to return the particular program. So here what is will the workflow will be there here. So if I just say the workflow for you. So suppose if I just tell factorial, I'll just tell factorial of particular 4. I want to just factorial of 4 is there. Okay, I want to calculate the factorial of 4. So if something looks like this, like 4 factorial. So that's how it happens means I'll just tell factorial of 4. So I'll just create one function. So I want to calculate a factorial of 4 number. So that particular factorial of 4. So how it works means I'll just create one function. So how I'll just create one function. I'll just create a def function. So I'll just tell facto. Okay, I'll just tell facto. It accept one argument, the number. So that number I want to check. First I'll check if the particular value, if the n is equal to 0, I'll just tell or. If the n is equal to 1, I want to return 1. I want to return the 1 and I need to finish it. Else, if it's not happen, else it goes to the else part. If it's not condition is false, it goes to the else part. Here I need to return one. I want to call function again and again. I'll just tell I'm calling the function with this n value. I'll just tell multiply. So n is equal to n star factorial of n minus 1, the formula of a factorial. So I hope you guys know the formula. So that is nothing but n star factorial of n minus 1. I'll just tell n. So again I'll just call this factor. I'll just call the factor function again. So whatever the value is been evaluated, with that I'll minus with one number. So that is nothing but n minus 1. So 4 is been, if I pass 4, it will be 4 star factorial of n minus 1 is what? N minus 1 is 4 minus 1 is 3. Again 3 will get passed, again 2 will pass, again 1 will get passed. So like this the function will call itself. The function will be calling itself like this. The functions things work. So if I just tell print, I'll just tell the particular result. So whatever the result is there, so I'll just call the function factorial. So I want to calculate the factorial of 4. Okay, so when I'm calling the function, then after printing I want to just tell result of a factorial is. So let's say result of a factorial is. Here I need to just pass the particular result. That's it. So now coming here, I need to comment out this line. Okay, else will give the error. So see here, I created a function factorial. I just check one condition. If the value whichever I'm 4 I'm passing, but 4 is not equal to 0 and not is equal to 1 also. When it is there, return 1, else return the n star factorial of n minus 1. And run the program, you will be able to see the result of a factorial is 24. That means 4 into 3 into 2. 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So suppose if I am just passing 1, what will be the output? So it will be going in the if condition, it will return the 1. 1 factorial is 1. Suppose if I am just passing 0, you can see the result of a factorial is 1. That means it is evaluating this function like that. Else if I am just passing 5, the factorial of 5, the function will be calling itself. You can see the result of a function factorial is 120. Okay, so like this the things will happen. Suppose if I try to print the value of n here, what happens? Let's see. So now if I run the program, we can see 5 4 3 2 1. That means first it passed 5 value, then 4, then 3, then 2. You can see. So and when the 2 minus 1 will become what? 2 minus 1 will be 1. At that time it will stop the condition like that. So 5 4 3 2 1, like this the things will get passed. The function will call itself. That is called as a recursion. So that is things will happen like this. So I hope you have understood over here. So if I just show you the workflow of here, as I said, if I just show how the working flow here happening is, the recursion workflow is happens. So here happens like this, something like it will just first thing it will just tell pass 4, it will go and it will just multiply, that is n minus factorial of n minus 1. So it will be like f8 factor of 4 minus 1 it will be. So same thing when these things will become next time, what next thing what will be happen? 3 minus 1, then will happen 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1. So then it happens what? 2 minus 1 is 1. So when the factorial of 1 becomes, what is the factorial of 1? Factorial of 1 will be 1. So it will be multiplied at last the 1. So whatever the result will be there, it will be coming here. So here also I need to multiply same along with that. So here how it happens means, so 4 is there, 4 star. Again whenever the second thing happens, it will be 3 star factorial of 3 minus 1 will be what? 2. So actual it works like this. Okay, so next again it will be like multiply with again 3 star 2. So 3 star and 2. The factorial of 2 minus 1 is what? That means it will be 1. 2 minus 1 will be 1. So it will be like this. 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. Okay, so 24 will be written. So at the final it will be 4 into 2 into 2. So what is the factorial of 1? When I am calling the factorial of 1, that means return 1. So it will be 1 here. So again at the fourth iteration it will be returning as 1, and the final output will be evaluated with the 1 over here. So 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Like this the flow works. So this is how the flow works whenever the recursion has been calling. I hope you have understood. I tried my best to explain you the recursion, how it works. The function will call function itself. So it is called it as a recursion. Okay, so I hope you have understood the functions as well as recursions. Okay, so then some built-in functions also we have. Suppose if I want to add the 2 number. So if I have the something 2 number over here, so suppose I'll just tell one function. I will just tell d is equal to, I can just tell sum of 12 comma 56. I can just do it sum. If I just tell print the particular d value, when I run the program, you can see okay, the int object is not iterable. It is telling me the same int object is not iterable. So for this one, what I need to do here is I need to pass in the form of a function. So I'll just tell what I can say, d is equal to, so first I'll just tell d is equal to sum of a comma b. I'll just tell, so here I'll just tell a is equal to 12 and comma b is equal to 23, something I am giving. So d is equal to sum of a comma b. Then I'll just tell print the value of d. I'll just clear the console first. Now if I try to run the program, so what is happening, a is equal to 12, that's an invalid syntax. Okay, I need to give it like this. Run the program again. So it is telling int object is not subscriptable. So the sum of a comma b, I think it should work. I don't know why it is not working. Okay, so I think it is not an inbuilt function, so I can just tell one more, that is a max. So max a comma b, if I run the program, 23. Okay, the sum is not an inbuilt function, the max is an inbuilt function. So when I am comparing 12 to 23, to 23 is max, so it is returning the max. So it is a built-in function. I hope you have understood this line of code. So then okay, so you have understood, I have said you this one. So you can just have mentioned in the notes. So you can see in the notes I have mentioned a few examples. So first example, second, and how to divide it to multiply things, and how to the functions, sort of how to the return value. Same thing I have explained you. Okay, so I hope you have understood this video. Please go through the notes I have mentioned in the link or description below. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, like, share with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, take care.